And a very good evening to you. I'm Tyler Peterson, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Vibes Baseball live on YouTube. Bienvenidos y buenos tardes. We are live from UC Health Park as the Vibes prepare for their fourth game of this six-game series against the Idaho Falls Chukars. Their mission, Jim, is to get back into the win column and break this losing streak. They will try to do that tonight with the newest member of the team, Jorge Leo. He'll be on the mound, and he will be opposed by Sam Kornstad of the Chukars. It's a big night of events. We had a Little League parade. It's our first Friday night fireworks, and we are back in those oh-so-good-looking baby blue Springs jerseys. It's game 15 of the season. We will have lineups and first pitch right after this short break. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri with you on this Friday night fireworks night. It's also the second time that Rocky Mountain will don their Springs jerseys, the baby blue jerseys that they'll wear every Friday night. Cliff Cage announcing the vibes of the field, and to announce both lineups, here's Don Arcuri.
Thank you, sir, and welcome in again. The Idaho Falls Chukars under manager Billy Gardner Jr. begin with Steve Barmakian in left field batting first. Center fielder Matt Feinstein batting second. Batting third at first base, Hunter Hiskey. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter at catcher, Brady West. Third baseman Dusty Stroop bats fifth. Batting sixth at second base, Sam Troyer. Designated hitter tonight is batting seventh, Andrew Dawn. Batting eighth, Eric Callahan, the shortstop. And batting ninth, Rick Phillips in right field. The starting pitcher tonight for the Chukars is Sam Korstad. For the Rocky Mountain Vibes, under manager Francisco Cabrera. Leading off with Brandon Perez at shortstop. In right field batting second, Gio Diaz. Then left field batting third, Dominique Hernandez. Batting fourth, Ulysses Cantu at second base. Playing third is Dallas Binder. He is batting fifth. Batting sixth, Caleb Marquez, the designated hitter. In center field, batting seventh, it's Joshua Esparza. Batting eighth, playing first base, Julian Lara. And batting ninth, Jesus Rodabago. He is catching. Tonight, the starting pitcher for the Vibes is number 20, Jorge Leo.
Jorge Leo, the newest member of this team, was brought on the 7th of June, right before the first game of the series. It was a day full of transactions that day as Victor Buelna, Luis de Paula went out, and Joshua Esparza came back into the field of play off the IL. Jorge Leo added back in as the new starter tonight. First time we'll see him. One transaction today, Yosmel Naranjo was officially released due to injury. So the Vibes will have 24 players on their roster active tonight. Now we will have the singing of national anthem. To sing the Star Spangled Banner, it's Dale McDonald. Dale McDonald, a version all his own. A great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Vibes have taken the field behind Jorge Leo, a 24-year-old pitcher from Monterrey in Mexico. His first appearance for Rocky Mountain, played in the Padres system in the Dominican Summer League in 2018, pitched well, 4-4 record, a 2.43 ERA in 22 appearances out of the bullpen, and then spent some time in the big league, well, the big leagues in Mexico, Liga Mexicana de Baseball, for the Diablos Rojos de Mexico, the Mexico Red Devils, a team either in or nearby Mexico City. Your umpires tonight is Doug Hodges behind the plate, Cameron Monaco at first, and Bill Berger at third, a veteran umpire crew today. Vibes defense behind Leo. It's Hernandez in left, Esparza in center, Diaz in right. Binder at third, Perez at short, Cantu at second. And the only change from yesterday, Lara is now in the game. He plays first. Rabago behind the plate with Leo on the mound. And we're going to get two magic words here before we are able to start play tonight. There it is. We can now officially play ball. Steve Barmakian, Matt Feinstein, and Hunter Hiskey, the first three batters to face Jorge Leo in his Pioneer League debut. Chukars in their road burgundies. And again, those baby blue Springs jerseys. First pitch of the ball game at 6:34, high and away to Barmakian. A good series for Steve Barmakian. 9 hits in the first 3 games combined. That's outside, 2-0. Fans still filing in. There's fireworks Friday night. 2-0, a strike at the top of the zone. In the Mexican Baseball League in 2021, Leo was 2-0 with a 6.84 ERA. That's 16 games and 4 starts for Diablos Rojos. This is popped up. Perez going out. He's underneath it. 1 away, and that's how our ball game begins. A pop out to the shortstop. Barmakian is retired. And that'll bring up Matt Feinstein. Chukars have scored in the first inning in each of these first 3 ball games. It'll be important to keep them off the scoreboard early on if possible. This team can score, but they've been putting themselves behind the 8 ball, giving up early runs. There's a strike on the outside. Matt Feinstein batting .356, a team lead tying 4 home runs and 9 RBI. He started all 14 ball games, but didn't join the Chukars until right before opening day. Waits on this one and skies this to center. Back is Esparza. He's under it. He has a play, and there's 2 away. Wind is blowing in as we speak, and Esparza maybe drifting a little more than I thought initially. But it's good for the second out, 2 away for Hunter Hiskey.
Interesting, too, is the wind is actually favoring left field. So there's either a little bit of spin on that ball or something, but it carried well into right center.
Left-handed hitting Hiskey against the right-handed pitching Leo. Hiskey leads this team in RBI. 24 of them in 14 games. No home runs, though, for Hunter Hiskey. For the longest time last year, he was a doubles machine. It took him a while for him to pop one out of the ballpark. He's got 6 doubles and 3 triples. No home runs yet, though. His .394 batting average, 4th best on Idaho Falls, and the 3 batting averages above his are all qualified batting averages as well. High and away for ball 2. He started every game of the season, all at first base. 2 away here in the top of the first, no score. Bases are empty and a 2-1 count to Hunter Hiskey. Nice pitch on the outside. Count evens at 2-2. So far we've seen some movement from Leo. Hasn't shown a fastball in the 90s yet. Long hesitation, the 2-2, that's fouled back. It's about as long as a hesitation as I've seen in a while. You got to have good balance on the mound if you want to pull that off. Hit to right, hit deep, and foul. It was definitely foul, but uncomfortably close. It's still 2-2. First 2 men retired on fly balls. A pop up to short for Barmakian, a fly out to center for Feinstein. And now Hiskey wants time.
Maybe it's just my eye, but center fielder and right fielder appear to be playing a little bit in with this batter.
Hiskey toward left, into the bullpen, and into the grassy area, foul. Now you're right, Don. Gio Diaz right now, and it's interesting against the left-handed pull hitter, he's playing a really shallow really shallow right field. And Esparza, too, he is playing not terribly deep. Decent pitch and a good try from Rabago to try to get the call. Count runs full to Hunter Hiskey. 15 pitches for Leo here in the first. Payoff pitch, and that's strike 3 swinging. A 16-pitch, 3 up, 3 down inning for Jorge Leo. And we head to the bottom of the first. No score in our ball game. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the ball game. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri with you. Sam Kornstad on the mound. His third start. He's had a pretty good start to his season, Don.
He has, 25 years old, 6 foot 190 out of Des Moines, Iowa. Acquired during free agency in 2022 here. Went to school at Cornell. He is a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a cutter, and a CB, which I'm not quite sure what that is.
I believe that'd be I'm going to say cutter curveball. Let's go by the
get you a couple of more stats here
by
for
the
him.
abbreviations. Brandon Perez, Gio Diaz, and Dominic Hernandez against the lefty Kornstad. Ground ball, backing up is Stroop. Gets the nice hop, throws to first, and on one pitch, Perez is retired 5-3. The defense behind Kornstad, it's Barmakian in left, Feinstein in center, and Phillips in right. Stroop at third, Callahan at short, Troyer at second, with Hiskey at first and Brady West behind the plate. Kornstad on the mound.
His last outing against Grand Junction back on June the 2nd. It was a win for the team. He pitched 6 strong innings, gave up 7 hits, but just 2 runs. Both of those earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts.
First pitch low to Diaz, who is the hottest hitter on the Rockies, or on Rocky Mountain, excuse me. Might be one of the hottest hitters in all of the Pioneer League. He's batting .411. Leads the team with 23 hits and 14 runs. He's done great at the top of this lineup. Kornstad, a quick worker.
Yeah, the Chukars broadcaster Noah Moore tipped us off about that.
Ground ball to third. Stroop picks it up. Another throw over to Hiskey and another 5-3. There's 2 away.
He told us to be on your horse because you're going to look down and look at a stat or something like that or describe something, and all of a sudden the pitch is by the batter. So we'll be ready to go.
Dominic Hernandez. I think he's batted third every game this season. One of 2 players to start all 15 games. It's him and the man behind him, Ulysses Cantu. His pitch is outside. .10 low. It's a good fastball from Kornstad at 87. It's an all-righty lineup for Rocky Mountain. Ground ball again to Kornstad. He's busy. He juggles this, and now he has no play. It's an E5. And I didn't point it out when it happened, but the ball Diaz hit to Kornstad, he sort of snow-coned it in his glove. Didn't exactly get his body behind it. This one, he just loses the handle on. And it's Ulysses Cantu. 7 errors for Idaho Falls last night. And that included 4 errors in the first inning that allowed 5 Vibes runs. Cantu takes an off-speed pitch on the outside. Now we've seen aggressive base running from the Vibes. With the lefty, it's going to be a little bit more tough to get a good jump. Cantu down third and fair all the way down past the bullpen into the corner. They're going to send Hernandez. The relay throw from Callahan is not in time. Nothing Vibes. And that ball made the Death Star trench run right down third base, barely fair, and good for an RBI for Ulysses Cantu. That's going to be an unearned run on the line of Kornstad. Dallas Binder takes strike one. And there's strike two. Second night in a row, the Vibes have a lead in the very first inning. Their second game in the Springs jerseys. High and away. Lost in the first time they wore these. They're looking to get some winning magic in these jerseys. Maybe it's exactly what this team needs tonight. Double for Cantu. 1-0 Vibes. Runner at second. 2 outs. Hit into center. Feinstein over a few steps to his left. He'll make the one-handed catch. And the inning is over. A run on a hit, an error, and a man left on base. We head to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Top of the second inning, it's 1-0 Rocky Mountain. Welcome back to the ball game. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri with you. Brady West, Dusty Stroop, Sam Troyer, the first three batters to face Jorge Leo, who's working with the lead here. An RBI double after an error in the bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 Vibes lead. First pitch. Touch off the plate. It's 1-0. West, a 2-run home run last night, was 1 for 5. Takes this pitch high. It's 2-0. Night before that, he was 2 for 5, 3 runs, 3 batted in, and then another big night, 3 for 5, 3 runs, 3 batted in game 1 of the series. There's a good strike. It's 2-1.
Mentioned during the break, Tyler, that this is just the second time this young season that Vibes retired the first 3 batters of the game.
They did so on opening night. West, a line drive, foul. That one was really a hook. I mean, that was like 3-wood hook.
You don't speak from experience, do you, with the 3-wood? You hit the 3-wood pretty good, though?
Unfortunately not.
When I was growing up playing golf, I learned that I could straighten out my hooks with the 3-wood. Tend to get a little bit aggressive on the driver and overswing. And
that's fouled back. Don, look, I'll take any golf tips you got. I'm just trying to crack the under 100 mark, all right?
That's a good goal. That's a good goal.
I've got my par and I've got my birdie. but we strive for fun, and I do have fun on the course. 2-2. Base is empty for West. Leading off the second. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Leo, his second of the game. One away here in the second. Now here's Dusty Stroop, the third baseman. Stroop had the error in the first. He had an error yesterday in the first as well. Takes a breaking ball for strike one. Well, so far it's a breaking ball pitch mix from Leo. It's not an overpowering fastball. You get that more with lefties than you do righties, but the mix is working 4 batters into the ballgame. Hesitation, the pitch. Down low. Dusty Stroop batting .326, 3 home runs, 11 RBI. One to Stroop. That's fouled away. Five hits in the series for Stroop, including a 2-run home run. One-two count. Defense playing Stroop straight up. Ground ball up the middle and into center field, a base hit. First hit for the Chukars comes with 1 out here in the second. That'll bring up Sam Troyer, who's been moved up in the lineup to the 6th hole. He is now the second best batter on the team in average at .409. No home runs, 11 RBI. Played shortstop for Missoula, but we've seen him here in this series as a second baseman. With middle infielders, you can plug and play them more than corner infielders.
It'd be interesting to see, too, because try to get your timings on double plays and with the rotation.
Back to the bag is Stroop.
Imagine they might settle on a certain combination once the season gets a little further into. Shortstop and second baseman working together.
We've seen all 3 catchers behind the plate. It's Robago tonight. That's fouled away. Robago started game 2. He's back here in game 4 of this series, that is. This is game 15 of the season.
Young fan up in the suites, the very last suite. Maybe stretch his glove out over the rail there to make that catch.
Another check. That one closer that time, but again, back to the bag is Dusty Stroop. I think this is the first time we've seen Lara at first base. Carreño played a little bit. Oh, no, we did see Lara come in relief of Marquez once, but first start at first. This is hit high to left field. Over is Hernandez. Nearing the line, into foul territory. He makes the catch. 2 away. Jorge Adrian Leo. He's retired 5 of the first 6 batters. Two outs now for Andrew Don, the DH. And again, a check on Stroop. He gets back. The next pitch will be the 30th pitch that Leo throws. Don fouls this away and heads up, folks. Oh, decent play in the last row of the GAs. Good crowd on hand tonight. Seats are filling in. Folks are filing in. And they'll stay for the fireworks at the end of the night. The 1-1 to Dawn is high.
Good to see that 2-to-1 strike ratio for Leo as he begins his first outing. He's mixed up his speeds well, mixed up his locations well.
Dawn's batting average is the lowest qualified batting average on the team at 300. How about that? Ground ball past second into right field. That's a base hit. Diaz charges. Stroop has to stay at second. Dawn a 2-out single to right. And now here's Callahan. The bottom of this order can cause problems for the Vibes. They have during this series. Usually that's an area you want to try to target. You want to go after guys in the bottom of the order. You want to go right at them. You don't want to throw around the zone. But this is professional baseball. 2 away. Callahan at the plate. Runners at first and second. The first pitch is a nice breaking ball. That was sharp, and it's strike one on the inside.
Leo looking pretty relaxed out there, even with a couple runners on, but he's had good command of his pitches so far.
Looking for a shutdown inning. Nicely located, but Callahan doesn't offer. 1-0 Vibes on the Cantu double in the bottom of the first. Low to Callahan, now 2-1. That was the 35th pitch from Leo, which is a, let's say, above average high number. Not terribly high, but going to be more around 30 than 40 by the end of the inning. This is off the facing of the Sweets and comes back down into the upper GAs. Two and two to Callahan. Leo looking to put him away. Down the right field line and out of play. Big banquet in the banquet hall today. I think that's part of that T-Mobile night. A lot of folks from the local branches of the company coming out to the game. Another 2-2. Another foul ball toward the banquet hall. This is a good battle right now between Callahan and Leo.
What's the official color? Is it magenta for T-Mobile, or do they have another corporate coined phrase for that color?
That's a good
I've never
question.
really looked that up. We'll have to do that as
somewhere between a magenta and a hot pink.
see some smatterings of those garments out in the crowd.
Another ball down the right field line, another foul ball.
A good protective swing there from Callahan as he fought that off.
Well, he's sending these all to right field, and if you see that, you might want to try to go inside with a fastball. I'm not sure, because he's been moving around all these different pitches, whether the fastball is about 80s or whether that's been the breaking ball. Another 2-2. Got him! And that's the inning. 2 strikeouts for Leo. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of inning number 2, it's Caleb Marquez, Joshua Esparza, and Julian Lara to face Sam Kornstad. 1-0 Vibes.
We did the obligatory lookup for the official color of T-Mobile. Not just magenta, it's new magenta.
Is that like new Coke, Don?
New Coke really didn't have a great fate.
Ground ball toward Stroop at third. He throws on, and Marquez is out. Now, I don't know much about new Coke. They changed the formula or something?
Years and years ago, there actually been, I think, 2 or maybe even 3 new Cokes. They actually put new Coke on the can. I think they actually had the word new in the first iteration. Took it away after a while.
They just switched out one chemical for the other?
Maybe.
Here's Joshua Esparza, the center fielder. Strike 1 to Esparza. I am a sucker for soda. Need to cut down on it. Soft line drive. That'll be a base hit to center. Esparza with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Lara. Now, Julian Lara really had a pretty good stretch where he was getting hit after hit. Limited time, only 29 at-bats, but 11 hits in those 29 at-bats. He's driven in 2. We've got the stats working on the big board today. Love to see that. Pitches outside. Now Esparza has donned the sliding glove at first. Should he take off? He would have to do it on first move. It's a quick move. He throws over, he gets back. Even if Esparza gets a good jump, Kornstad is very quick to the plate. And again, Esparza gets back.
Not doing a pitch for this company, but I'm a converted SodaStream guy. Just got to pick the right flavor.
There goes Esparza. It's a hit and run. It's popped up over his Hiskey into foul territory, and this will reach the seats. There's that aggressiveness on the base paths. that we've come to know. I have seen it in the stores, the SodaStream, and it looks fun. It looks like one of those arts and crafts kind of things I would have used as a kid, the Easy Bake Oven or something along those lines. Not running this time. This is softly hit to center. Coming in is Feinstein. This one's going to drop. Esparza gets the stop sign. He took a little turn at second, but had to go back. Lara, it's a nice soft single to center. There's 2 on now for Jesus Rabago. Esparza, a little harder hit on his soft line drive to center. That was just a pop-up that found some grass. Kornstad to Rabago. He takes outside. You'd think, Don, in this game, with the amount of space out there and how small the ball is, how anyone could catch anything. But almost everything is caught. Rabago sharply out of play onto the roof of the banquet hall.
That was a bright spot since the Vibes existence. You know, they came into the league a couple years ago. They always had a really outstanding outfield. They covered a lot of ground, and there's a lot of ground to cover. 410 straightaway center field, and lots of space in the gaps.
Kornstad to the plate. Rabago swings and misses. Well, I'll say this for Sam Kornstad. I don't know if we are playing under an enforced pitch clock tonight. This is a guy who will not have trouble with a pitch clock.
We had word that was going to be made official tonight.
Rabago takes strike 3 called. First strikeout for Kornstad. And it's 2 outs now for Perez. This is an opportunity. The Vibes sitting on that extended 12-game losing streak. It's opportunities like this that they need to come through with. There goes Esparza at third. It's swung on and missed. No, it's fouled at the plate. That was just a timing of Kornstad. It was not a double steal. So Esparza sort of knew that Kornstad would come set quickly. And I think he would have had that stolen.
Yeah, Brady West coming up out of his stance. And, of course, I think batters are told, you know, you don't do anything to interfere with the catcher, or they could be penalized for that. Not what the official rule is for that, but the way Brady came up would have been a hard throw.
Up the middle. Will it get through? It will! Under the glove of Troyer. Here comes Esparza. The throw from Feinstein is offline. Perez comes through with 2 outs, and it's 2-0 Vibes. That had some 15-20 vision, and Troyer just couldn't quite get there. Lara goes to second. That'll bring up Diaz. A big 2-out opportunity. They do take advantage of it, and now here's Diaz. Diaz takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Ground out for Diaz in the first. First and second, 2 away. Diaz takes in the dirt. You want to get mojo into these blue jerseys. You want to feel good in them because you look good in them. You get to look good, feel good.
Yep.
You want to play good. Not correct English exactly, but we're going to go with that. Another good take from Diaz. It's 2-1.
So used by, Dion and Emmett Smith. I saw a little expose on the NFL Network a few nights ago when they were chronicling Emmett Smith's record-breaking season. And he mouthed those words on the way to the stadium for the night that he was going to break that record.
There's nothing greater to see, Don, than when I drove into my apartment complex for the first time and saw someone in a Raiders shirt in Colorado. Immediately, I had to dap him up. It's 3-1.
May have to do a little research. Usually there's a hangout of some kind in town for most teams. We had my brother on the radio the other night. Dublin House here in the Springs was a Dolphins hangout back in the late 80s, early 90s. May still be today.
Hitters count for Diaz, 3-1. And that's high, ball 4. The bases are loaded for Dominique Hernandez. I thought maybe we may see a talk from Bob Malachy, but you only get so many mound visits. They will not use one up here in the first. Brady West, however, will have a chat with Sam Kornstad. Just a slight refocusing, maybe how they want to go after Hernandez.
And any base for the infield as well. So
this might be Brady West just saying, look, man, you bury a curveball, I'll block it. Don't worry about that guy at third. And you want to have confidence in your catcher to do that. Because when the bases are loaded, you need to have your best stuff more than ever. And if you got to bury a pitch to get a guy out, you got to make sure you and your catcher are on the same page. Hernandez, a big cut and a miss. Trying to add to his team-leading 12 RBI. Game 15 of the season. Infield playing back. Hernandez takes. Ooh, just a touch inside. The 1-1. Hernandez, much too early, fouls that one down the third baseline. Ground out, single, strikeout, single walk. Those are the first 6 batters of this inning. Hernandez, the 7th. Lara at 3rd. Perez at 2nd. Diaz at 1st. High drive to left field. Back is the left fielder, Barmakian. It's off the top of the wall. 2-run score. Here comes Diaz. He will score. It's overthrown. To third goes Hernandez. It's a 3-run double for Dominique Hernandez. And it's 5-0 Rocky Mountain. He got every bit of that one. These are the type of hits that they've been waiting for. It's an error on Callahan. And now we are going to get a meeting from Bob Malachy. He nearly got that one out of here for the first grand slam of the Vibes season. Well, last night, after taking a 5-1 lead after an inning, the Vibes are up 5-0 in 2 innings. The first 2 runs will be earned, and as things stand currently, the last run is unearned at the moment, but we will see how this inning continues, whether that will then turn into an earned run. First pitch is low. Cantu. A runner at third. Two away. Swing and a miss. It's a 4-run inning for Rocky Mountain. This all-righty lineup against the lefty Kornstad. Cantu to third and into the glove of Stroop. He'll throw over. Hiskey's going to have to pick it, and he doesn't get it. It's an error on Stroop. Hernandez comes in to score. That run will be unearned. E5, no RBI. And now it's a runner at first, with Binder at the plate, the 9th man to bat. Six nothing Vibes. That's down low. West out of the crouch. Two and 0 to Binder. Fly to center. That's in the dirt. Oh, and now nearly caught off first was Cantu, but he gets back in time. There was no throw. He took a huge secondary. .3-0 count to Dallas Binder. He does not have to swing. But he does, and he rips it down the left field line for a fair ball. It'll roll to the corner. Are they going to send Cantu? Luani Sanchez will. Callahan's relay is not in time. To third goes Binder on the throw. No error. It's just an advancement on the throw. It's an RBI double for Dallas Binder, and this has become a 6-run inning. The last 3 runs all unearned for Kornstad. Marquez now a runner at third. This is another blitz done. Marquez grounds this foul.
Good aggressive base running as we saw last night. Sanchez sending those runners.
Strike to the plate. Luani Sanchez is now testing the arm of these middle infielders, Callahan and Troyer. Binder was running on the throw. He would have made it to third, but had he not been, that throw was wide. Now ground ball to Stroop. Waits for the big hop. He needs a good throw to Hiskey. It's in the dirt, and that's scooped by Hunter Hiskey. Bails out Stroop there. Marquez grounds out 5-3 for the second time tonight. 10 men come to the plate. 6 men cross the plate. It's 7-0 Rocky Mountain as we head to the top of the third. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the ball game. It's the top of the third. It's a 7-0 Vibes lead. First pitch to Rick Phillips is high for ball one. Leo now has a 7-run lead. Another early blitz from this Rocky Mountain team. That's high for ball two. Six runs in the bottom of the second. On 5 hits. And helped on by 2 Idaho Falls errors. Phillips flips a single to left. Leadoff man on for Idaho Falls. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Steve Barmakian. Much like yesterday where Jake Binder gives up 6 runs, but only 1 of them is earned. Here, Sam Kornstad is giving up 7 runs. But only 3 of them are earned. Barmakian a pop out to short to begin the ball game. That's high. Now you may see Kornstad come out for the third just because I don't think Bob Malacky and Billy Gardner Jr. want to go to their bullpen in the third. They do have Damon Ellis available out of the bullpen, and he is a starter by trade. He can go multiple innings. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Cantu to Perez. Not going to be in time. It's a fielder's choice. Phillips is out 4-6. Perez had a double clutch, maybe upset by the slide of Phillips.
That's what I was seeing also. Good slide into second.
You can't collide into a guy anymore, but you can slide through the bag. Different rules and totally legal slide by Phillips. But Perez was just a little bothered by it, I think. Now Feinstein. First pitch, he tries to wait back on the curveball and fouls it out of play. Oh, fan tries to make a barehanded catch and then doesn't come up with the baseball. Or no, he does. Oh, I sold him short. He dropped it, but came right back to him. And he hands it off to a little kid. Barmakian replaces Phillips at first on the fielder's choice. 1 away here, top of third. 7-0 Vibes. Feinstein takes low. That's as fast as we've seen from Leo. That's a 87-mile-an-hour fastball. Jorge Leo making his first Vibes appearance this season. A touch inside. Again at 87, it's 2-1. The 2-1 in the dirt. There goes Barmakian. He's going to take second, and I don't think he was running. It's going to be a wild pitch. Got a good secondary, and once he saw it was in the dirt, took off. Three and one to Feinstein, now a runner in scoring position. And that breaking ball is low. It's a walk. It was sort of nonchalant from Rabago, but the ball did bounce in front of him, so that will be a wild pitch. Now Hunter Hiskey. Chukars want some runs back, I can imagine. And that's low. Pitch number 53 for Leo. Not terrible, not great either, as far as pitch count. 2 1/3 into a ball game. Hiskey to left center. Hernandez over. Hernandez backing up. Hernandez makes the catch. Tagging from third is Barmakian, and he will go to third. Ball gets away. Is there anyone at second base? There is. The throw from Lara, and now they got Feinstein in a rundown. No one's at first, though. Okay. So Barmakian goes to third. Hunter Hiskey flies to left. I give props to Julian Lara, who noticed second base was vacated, got over there pretty quickly. Bender threw over, and they had Hiskey in a rundown, but it was a one-sided rundown, so Feinstein just went on back to first.
Could have been at spot 2 where just the inexperience of Leo could have covered that. Obviously, the catcher can't leave home plate to cover that.
2 away, first and third. Here's Brady West. And they'll check on Feinstein. He gets back. Breaking ball. This is popped up toward foul territory. Bender over. He will not have a play. Leo nearly got what he was looking for. And that wind blowing from right to left. So it certainly helped it into the stands. West rolls over this one toward Lara. It's off his glove. And this is going to be a run. It's an error on the first baseman. Brady West will not pick up an RBI. And scoring on the play is Barmakian. It's going to be an unearned run on Leo. Now Dusty Stroop. The Chukars have the first run on the board, and now they're going to have him picked off. Brady West took a big lead off of the base, and Leo threw behind him. They weren't holding him on. Lara snuck in, and Brady West is cooked. It's a pickoff. 1-3. The inning is over. Wow, that was a strange end to that game. Caden White, the first base coach, he thinks time was called. They're going to ask the home plate umpire, but the home plate umpire says no. Ball was live. We head to the bottom of the third. A run on a hit and an error and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. 7-1 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of inning number 3. It's been a pretty wild one. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri inside the press box here at UC Health Park. Joshua Esparza to lead it off against Sam Kornstad. First pitch is high. Esparza, Lara, Rabago here in the third. There's a strike on the breaking ball on the outside. Esparza a single in the second. He came around to score, part of that 6-run inning. That's way outside. Pretty crafty from the pitcher Leo to throw over behind Brady West. Esparza pops this up to center. Over is Phillips, over is Feinstein. Feinstein calling it. He makes the catch. Now here's Lara. A bloop single to center. 1 for 1. Great crowd tonight for this Friday night fireworks. Ground ball towards Stroop. He's there. He throws. That's a good throw. 2 away. Two quick outs for Kornstad. And now Rabago. Rabago, a ground ball to third. Again, Stroop. The throw in time. Quick inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Vibes. We head to the fourth. It's 7-1 Rocky Mountain. You're watching Vibes Baseball. Welcome back to the ball game. It's a 7-1 Vibes lead here in the top of the fourth. Jorge Leo back on the mound. It's Dusty Stroop, Sam Troyer, Andrew Don coming to the plate. And now into the broadcast booth, it's our corporate sales manager, our press box manager, our just about everything else, Kay Goodell.
Hey, what's up, Vibe fans?
Bring that mic right up to the mouth. There you go. Well, Kay, I got to ask, you are running a lot of the entertainment tonight, a lot of the social media. What kind of response do we have for this Fireworks Friday and the Springs jerseys?
It is electric in the ballpark. We've got so many good vibes going on here. It's so much fun. We're handing out marshmallows all over the park. We've got kids running around with cotton candy. It's a great time here.
That's high. I hate the term pro tip, but I'm going to bring it out here. Hold it there. Hold it there.
Thank you.
Now everyone can hear you.
Sorry, Vibes fans.
So you're wearing one of these really nice baby blues as well. What do you think about the new color scheme this year?
I love our hometown Springs jerseys. They're my favorite. If I could wear this every day, I would certainly wear it every day.
Diaz for 1 out. Well, I know you're involved with a lot of the groups, the first pitches. We had dogs the other night. We had Little Leaguers today. You have a lot of fun in your job, don't you?
Yeah, we have a zoo here tonight. There is a petting zoo out in our berm. There are horses, there are goats, there are sheep. It's incredible.
Wait, where is this? Now, hold on. Where is this?
Right in the top of the berm over right around that corner.
Oh, my gosh. You're not joking.
Oh, no. I was over there petting those goats for a good bit of time earlier tonight.
Sam Troyer hit by the pitch. So, Kay, this is your first season with the Vibes. How did you start your baseball career?
Yeah, I went to school for sports management. I did a couple summers in college with some collegiate teams, and then I interned with the Iowa Cubs as well as the New Orleans Baby Cakes in their last season. So I've been in baseball for about 5 years now.
And you love it?
I do. I love it. My off days, I am still going to baseball games. I was at the Rockies all last weekend.
This is Andrew Don speaking with Kay Goodell of our front office. Leo to the plate. That's a breaking ball that stays inside. So tell me about your time with the Iowa Cubs. I know that's a AAA team. Baby Cakes at the time were a AAA team as well. What's the difference when you go to that organization versus what you have to do here in this organization as Don hits this down the line? This is going to be extra bases. They get a nice hop, though, and Troyer has to stay at third.
Yeah, honestly, in minor league baseball, even down here in the Indie League, it's all hands on deck. You get to touch everything. You get to do everything. You're cleaning some days to sitting in the press box other days on the broadcast. So you really get to do absolutely everything, and it's so much fun. That's what makes it enjoyable.
And folks don't really know. Maybe they think, well, some people do anyway, that the minor league life is sort of a glamorous life, and you're just sitting around working in baseball. You work in sports. You must not do much. Not quite. I know you pretty much put in a 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. shift every day here.
During the season, I do. I put a lot of time in here, but that's just because I enjoy it and I love it, and I want this fan experience to be absolutely amazing and perfect for everyone that comes to the park. That's why I fell in love with sports and wanted to be here. So if I don't love being here, then the fans aren't going to love being here.
This is Eric Callahan, second and third, one away. The corners are in, the middle infielders halfway in. Callahan 0 for 1 with the strikeout. It's a 7-1 Vibes lead here in the top of the fourth, and that's inside on Callahan. Okay, without asking you what your least favorite part of your job is, there are some things that are less glamorous around the ballpark, but what's your favorite part of the job?
I'm weird. I don't really find anything that's not glamorous. Days that I get to hose down the seeding bowl or even leaf blow it is so exciting to me. I will put music in, throw my Crocs on, and just have a great time. So I love everything about it.
This is going to be runs for Idaho Falls. Eric Callahan is not stopping at 2. He's going to third. The throw from Perez is much too late, and Callahan keeps his hand on the bag. It's a 2-run triple, and 2 runs come in. It's a 7-3 ball game. It's the first earned runs on the line for Leo this year, and that'll get a visit from Highland Piguero. I know we have a lot of promotions, not only tonight, but over the next 2 nights. What can fans expect coming to the game?
Yeah, tomorrow is Army versus Air Force night. Huge fan interactions going on here. So if you're supporting Army or supporting Air Force, pick your side and cheer it on. We'll have that going on. We have Salute Battery coming, so we have their cannons that they fire off. So it'll be a loud, electric crowd again tomorrow night. And then Sunday's going to be pregame catch on the field, which is one of my absolute favorites. It's always hard to kind of get down on that field and get to play around out there, and this is your chance. So you definitely don't want to miss that out. We open at 3, so it's a little bit earlier tomorrow to get you guys on the field and have you have more time out there as well.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be. You'll definitely see me down there playing catch.
Well, I've got my glove. I might as well bring my glove as well and play some catch.
Perfect. I'll throw to you. I've got a great arm.
Jose Mora in the bullpen now, warming for the Vibes. Piguero back in the dugout. It's Rick Phillips at the plate. A runner at third. They're going to wait for Perez to tie his right shoe. I think you trade the run for the out here. You're up 4. Callahan at third after the 2-run triple. 7-3. Kay Goodell in our broadcast now from the Vibes front office. What team did you grow up rooting for, Kay?
Ooh, I'm a very big Braves fan. I actually, Chipper Jones was pretty much who I was raised on, and I wore number 10 all throughout school.
Did you play?
I did softball. I was a catcher.
Through high school and college?
I did club in college. In college, I actually focused more on lacrosse.
Oh. That is a rough sport.
It is. I have some concussions from it, for sure.
0-2 to Rick Phillips. Phillips singled to start off the third inning. Middle infield is playing back. Corners are in on Phillips. Leo gets him on the fastball on the outside. 2 away. The 4th strikeout for Jorge Leo. That's a big out, number 2. Now, I understand that at one point, yourself and your loyal companion, Diego, took a little trip around these United States.
Yeah, I did all last year. I lived in a camper van with my dog, and we visited all of the lower 48.
Wow, all of them?
Yep. Oh, yeah, it was a long year.
Strike one to Steve Barmakin. That is very impressive. I think maybe I've been to a dozen states, maybe 15, but you did all 48 in 1 year?
All 48. So now I just have to hit Alaska and Hawaii, and if I make it to Alaska, I'm spending probably 2 months there. There's so many things I want to do.
Well, then after the 50 states, you got to do the territories, right? Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Guam.
Yeah, actually, I just got dive certified, so diving trips are next on my list. So
well, excuse me. That sounds like a ton of fun. 1-1 to Steve Barmakian. 2-1 to Steve Barmakian. Of the 48, of the states you hadn't been to, what was maybe one of those states that maybe surprised you that you liked it so much?
Well, even though the Chukars are here and they're not my favorite, I will have to say that Idaho definitely surprised me the most. I was just going to kind of drive through, and I ended up staying 2 weeks there. Amazing place. It was so much fun. The mountains, the lakes, there was a lot of really great fishing out there that I just didn't want to leave.
It's funny, you know, when I first went to Idaho Falls, I was there for 2 summers. The Grand Tetons, I didn't really know the Tetons were there. The Snake River, the Shoshone Falls. It is some beautiful country up there.
Yeah, there is. I mean, some days I was hitting the hot springs. Other days I was hiking crazy mountains that took me like 12 hours to do. It was quite an experience.
2-2 to Barmakian, 2 outs. And that swung on and missed. Leo back-to-back strikeouts with a man at third. The inning is over. Well, Kay, I have to say, your inning didn't start out very well, but you brought us home with 2 strikeouts. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah. I'm going back to marshmallow tosses and spreading good vibes, so you enjoy it in here.
Thanks so much for stopping by. It's 2 runs for the Chukars in that inning, 3 total. Vibes still lead 7-3 after the top of the 4th. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of the fourth, it's 7-3 Vibes. Top of the order, Perez, Diaz, and Hernandez to face Sam Kornstad. 7 straight from the Vibes in the first 2, then 3 unanswered in the third and the fourth. 1 run in the third and 2 in the fourth for Idaho Falls. Rocky Mountain needs to answer back against Sam Kornstad, and a swing and a miss by Perez. It's 0-1. Perez, for me, had the biggest hit of the game. Now, statistically, Hernandez's 3-run double was the biggest hit, but with 2 outs, a seeing eye single up the middle, Perez brought the man in from second. That was Esparza. It was the first run of that 6-run inning. And then after that, 5 more runs with 2 outs. We talked about the 2-out runs, Don.
Yep, and that has been historically. Here's
Into the sweets? I think it did make the sweets.
historically since the Vibes inception, where they tend to score their most runs. It's a 2-out thing.
Sun is almost entirely out of the playing field. Just a little bit of sun on the outfield wall, and a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Second strikeout for Kornstad. Leadoff man is out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Gio Diaz. Hitless so far. A ground out and a walk. High and away for ball 1. Bases are empty. Infield, outfield playing back. Diaz down the left field line. Is it fair? It is foul. They've used that corner tonight to pretty good effect. That one on the wrong side of the chalk. The 1-1 to Diaz is inside. Again, we said Kornstad's going to go until he's ineffective. This will be pitch 60 for him. The Chukars are not going to panic. That's for sure. That's a strike. Diaz does not agree.
As was evidenced last night, they got down early, chipped away, and then held the Vibes to 1 run over the remainder of the game.
There's a line drive to right. It's soft, but that'll be good for a base hit. That's the 7th hit for Rocky Mountain here in inning number 4.
And, you know, that's just a good, mature swing. That is a batter who will take what he's given, and you don't have to pull everything. You don't have to muscle those out.
That's a good point, Don. That is a mature swing. That's a guy who spent, a couple years in college, a couple years in the minors, has learned to take that pitch to the opposite field. Some guys would roll over on it, but for Diaz, his game is getting on base, and that's what he does. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight. Now Hernandez, a 3-run double. Outside, 1-1. He scored 2 runs in 2 at-bats. He's 1 for 2, though. He reached on an error in the first. 3 more errors tonight for Idaho Falls. They had 7 last night. I got to believe that's a high going back a few years. Diaz runs. The ball is hit to short. Callahan will have no play at second, so he goes to first. It's a 6-3 ground out in what would otherwise have been a double play. Now here's Cantu.
But again, it's nice to see the runs, the runners taking off, forcing the defense to make a play.
First pitch to Cantu. He swings up the middle, a base hit. They're going to send Diaz. Feinstein is going to misplay it. Cantu is going to try to take second, and he will. That's a hit, single, and an error. And an RBI. That will be an RBI, and it'll be an earned run. And E8, however, to Matt Feinstein, allowing Cantu to get to second base. And that's also something very unusual. That's 3 errors in the last 2 games from Matt Feinstein. Now Dallas Binder. That was a solid line drive. Kornstad tried to get a glove on it, but it's past his glove. It's a scary sight as a pitcher. It's half self-preservation, half trying to make a play. Binder takes outside. Dallas Binder had an RBI double. Again, down that left field line. Stroop isn't far away from the line either. He's not guarding right on it, but he's pretty close. Swing and a miss.
You got a little piece of that one. Just on a defensive note for Stroop, he has 5 putouts tonight. Definitely the defensive star tonight.
He could have had 2 more, if not for 2 errors. 2-1 off the glove of West, but that doesn't go anywhere. And it's ball 3. I wonder if Brady West catches that ball, if it's a strike. I would have to get a center field angle here on YouTube. That could have been a strike if he caught it, I will say that. This is deep to left. Back is Barmakian. Off the top of the wall. Dallas Binder, his second RBI double of the night. And he waited back on that one. It's 9-3, and now they've answered back for the 2 runs they've given up in the top of the 4th. And now we've got action in that Chukar bullpen. They have not used a ton of pitchers in this series. 4 in game 1, just 2 in game 2, and 4 in game 3. Marquez to Stroop. Throw to Hiskey in time. The inning is over. 2 more runs for the Vibes on 3 hits, an error, and a man left on base. We head to the top of inning number 5. It's 9-3 Rocky Mountain. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the ball game. live from UC Health Park. It's a 9-3 Vibes lead over Idaho Falls. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri with you tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Big shout out to our 83 viewers on YouTube. And for the 5th and the 6th inning, your play-by-play man, Don Arcuri.
I appreciate that, Tyler. Thank you so much. And welcome back to the ballpark again, everyone. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Chukars. Beginning with Matt Feinstein. He is 0 for 2 tonight. And the first pitch is fouled off to the right side. Lots more people in the crowd tonight. They got to be aware. We always made those PA announcements over the course of the season. Great atmosphere, but you got to pay attention. And it is an 0-1 count now on Matt Feinstein. Little hesitation coming from Leo, and the ball is high and outside. Second consecutive night, the Vibes have jumped out in these early innings to a lead. See if they can hold on to it. The next pitch is high and a bit inside to Barmakian. To Feinstein. Count now 2-1. And the next pitch is skied into center field. Esparza going back to the wall, just short of the warning track. And a long recorded out. Center field. And one away.
You know, I have to say, Don, this is probably the first night this year in this stadium that I feel like the stadium is playing a little big. The ball from Hernandez, the ball from Binder, both off the wall, and that's the sound off the bat of Feinstein. It sounded like it was going to go a long way.
It did. As far as did get a good jump on it. He caught the ball right off the bat. And Hunter Hiskey up to the plate. He hits the first pitch into shallow center field for a base hit. And that is his first opportunity to get on base tonight. Brady West now to the plate. The Chukars catcher struck out swinging in the first and flied to left field in his previous at-bat. Leo now at 78 pitches for the evening. Keep an eye on him, and still looks good with that 6-run lead. First pitch from Leo right down the middle. Good fastball for strike one. Just past the 8 o'clock hour here in the Mountain West. Another gorgeous night. We've had a good string of weather here over these past few nights. Knock on counterwood. Very comfortable 79 degrees. Not a breath of wind. Pitch for Leo is low and outside. Count evens at 1-1 to Brady West. And the 1-1 pitch is again in there for a strike. Outside half of the plate, a good fastball at 88 miles an hour from Leo, and he jumps ahead in the count 1-2. So a couple of hard hit balls for the Chukars, but for the most part, Leo's keeping them at bay. And the next pitch is high and outside. Took a little off of that one. Count evens at 2-2.
This is getting up there as far as pitch counts we've seen this season. That's 82 now for Leo.
Winding from the stretch, and that is fouled off to the right side. Brady West with a couple of homers this season, 14 RBIs, a respectable .388 batting average. Your cleanup hitter for tonight. 2-2 count on him, and the next pitch from Leo is struck hard on the ground to right field, and Hiskey is able to advance to second. 2-2 on here with 1 out. Brings up Dusty Stroop, who singled in the second inning. Flied out to right field, 1 for 2. Talked a little bit last night about the possible advent of the pitch clock. Still getting that synced in our press box. Haven't had any instances tonight, especially with Sam Kornstad throwing for the Chukars, as Tyler mentioned earlier, works pretty fast. And this one is swung on and deep to left field off the wall. Hernandez comes up with the throw into the infield. 1 run will score. And that is a RBI double for Dusty Stroop.
And again, a ball off the bat that I thought might have been gone.
A little bit lower trajectory, but Hernandez did give it a good look as it came off the wall.
And that's going to be it, Don.
Well, not for lack of effort, as Jorge Leo with a really nice outing tonight. We'll get a line for you as this pitching change comes forward. We'll take a break as the Vibes are up 9-4 now on the Idaho Falls Chukars. You are watching Rocky Mountain Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Back here at UC Health Park in the 5th inning as the Vibes up on top of the Idaho Falls Chukars 9-4. We have a pitching change, and Tyler will give us some information on him.
It's Jose Mora, the righty. For Mora, it's his 8th appearance. Had some good outings early, but got roughed up as of recent. He's got a 13.91 ERA, pitched 11 innings. He is from Sonora, Mexico, and he's 20 years old.
Sam Troyer to the plate, hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. And the pitch from Mora is down in the strike zone, but called strike, says Doug Hodges.
For Leo, it's 4 1/3 innings. He allows 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts, a hit by a pitch, and a performance he should be proud of.
0-1 pitch now to Troyer. That is on the outside corner. Nice off-speed pitch from Mora. Troyer second guessing on that, looking at that ball go by, and it's quickly 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. His check swing, the appeal, and a third strike called by the first base umpire. A strikeout swinging for Troyer, and that is 2 away in the inning. Again, good location for that pitch from Mora, keeping the header guessing.
What a huge out number 2 for Mora to come into this game with second and third and strike out the first batter he faces. I got to say that was a pretty apparent swing through. I'm surprised he didn't get rung up by Doug Hodges at home. But credit to Cameron Monica, who is at second base, for keeping focus on the hitter.
Next at bat is Andrew Don. He swings at the first pitch, and it's lined right at Jose Lara. And that ends the inning. So just, 3 hits, but only 1 run surrendered by the Vibes. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is the Vibes up 9-4. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. And welcome back here to UC Health Park, standing at 6,531 feet, the tallest ballpark, if you want to call it that, highest elevation of any park in North America. Home of the Rocky Mountain Vibes. They enjoy a 9-4 lead tonight. Unlike last night, they're sustaining this lead. They had a 5-1 lead early last night, kind of let that get away from them. But good, solid, fundamental baseball tonight from the home team. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Idaho Falls Chukars. It is Victor Rodriguez taking the mound. And with the details, here is Tyler.
Victor Rodriguez is one of these guys that it seems the Chukars went to every other game last year. He is a very good late-inning reliever. This year, this will be his 6th appearance, an ERA of 3.68. They're going to keep a pitcher from the left side here. Rodriguez can go multiple innings, a converted outfielder, interestingly enough.
So the 7, 8, 9 batters coming up for Rocky Mountain, beginning with Joshua Esparza. He is 1 for 2 tonight, singled and scored, and flew out to center at his last at-bat. And the first pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen.
The line for Kornstad, he goes 4 innings, allows 9 hits, 9 runs, 5 of those earned. He walks 1, and he strikes out 2.
One pitch coming up from Rodriguez, and that is fouled and looked like it bounced off the catcher's helmet or the glove, straight back to the backstop. It's 2 foul balls and 2 strikes on Joshua Esparza. Julian Lara, the first baseman, standing on deck tonight behind Esparza. 0-2 pitch on its way. That is swung on and dropped at the home plate. West picks the ball up and throws to first for the K, 2-3. So one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Julian Lara comes to the plate. Also 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the second. That 6-run second, and last grounded out to third base. And the first pitch to him is just off the plate to the outside. Ball 1.
It's a good pitch from Rodriguez. He knows these Vibes hitters are aggressive. And that pitch, not a strike, but something a guy might wait back on and try to swing.
Next pitch is put in play almost. Just rolls foul wide of third base. And I know you've got some history with the Chukars. Doesn't appear Rodriguez is an overpowering pitcher, but he's got good placement. As you said, he did a lot in relief last year.
Yeah, he really was a workhorse out of that bullpen. He pitched in 38 games, a 3-1 record. Picked up a save as well. Wasn't used as a closer, but a late inning guy.
Good velocity on that pitch, but down in the dirt and inside. Count goes to 2-1 now on Julian Lara. 9 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Vibes tonight. 4 runs, 8 hits, and again, 4 errors. Back-to-back multiple error games for the Chukars. Uncharacteristic for this high-level Pioneer League team. Next pitch is a swing and a miss on the outside half of the plate from Lara. And the count is 2-2.
Last year, the Chukars went through a few different closers. Nate Jenkins initially was a closer, got a few saves, blew a few, and we saw John Nunley used a little bit. We saw Victor with the save.
Next pitch hits Lara in the left shoulder or just below the left shoulder, and he will take his base with 1 out here in the 5th inning.
They will plug and play with these guys a lot. Alex Fishberg never recorded a save last year, but he is used as a late inning guy.
Number 9 hitter in the order tonight is Jesus Robago. Struck out looking and grounded to third. 0 for 2 tonight. Timeout on the field called. Doug Hodges retrieves some more baseballs.
And we saw Francisco Cabrera and Emily Weaver just go out and check on Julian to make sure he's okay. Of course, the manager and athletic trainer for the Vibes.
Robago stands in, and the first pitch to him is swung on and fouled back to the right side of the screen. Haven't touched on it too much tonight, but the Vibes in the midst of a pretty lengthy losing streak. Well on their way to their first win with, again, some good sound baseball. Few innings left to go. Next pitch is fouled hard on the ground to the left side, but wide of third. Julian Lara at first after being hit by a pitch. 1 out after the Esparza strikeout. 0-2 count on Robago. Rodriguez in for the sign. Stretching the pitch. That is down and inside. Fastball at 87 miles an hour, but around the ankles of Robago. 1-2 count. Great crowd on hand anticipating our first Friday night fireworks of the Vibe season here at the park. The next pitch is swung on and fouled back. Still 1-2 on the Vibes catcher.
We go through a lot of foul balls here. I don't know what the average is per game or what it is around the league, but I feel like we go through a lot of foul balls in this stadium.
I think we tried to calculate that a couple of years ago when the Vibes were first here, what the average go-through of baseballs is. Next pitch is swung on to Troyer. Could be 2, 4-6, but the throw is wide of first. So Lara, a victim of a 4-6 put out on the front end of what was a double play. But Robago reaches safely with that errant throw.
And because you can't assume the double play on any ground ball, no error is attributed to Callahan there.
So back to the top of the order with Brandon Perez with 2 out now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Excuse me. First pitch is a strike taken. On the outside corner, and that is strike one. That is a broken bat, ground ball over to Barmakian, who makes the throw over to first, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, one left on base after 5 complete. It is still the Vibes up on the Chukars, 9-4. You're watching Rocky Mountain Vibes Baseball here on YouTube. And back here at UC Health Park, Don Arcuri and Tyler Peterson here in the broadcast booth. The Rocky Mountain Vibes up 9-4 on the Idaho Falls Chukars. Game number 4 of the 6-game series. Excited for our promotions coming up. We've got a couple of great ones here to close out the weekend. With a military night, Army versus Air Force tomorrow night. First pitch at 6:30, and then a 5:05 start on Sunday as the series closes out our scheduled Salute Sunday as we recognize all of our military men and women here in the Colorado Springs area. Free tickets to the ball game. You can get all your ticket information on vibesbaseball.com. Entering the top of the 6th inning with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Callahan, Phillips, and Barmakian for the Chukars.
I'll have to bring my earplugs tomorrow for that triple volley of the 6 howitzers before the game tomorrow.
It is quite a sight. And gates will be open early. I think about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And the first pitch is hit hard, deep to left field, and that is gone. A first pitch home run from Eric Callahan. No doubt about that when it left the bat. And the lead shrinks now for the Vibes and is now 9-5.
Well, I was going to say, if that one didn't get out, Dawn, then I'd be wondering what kind of black magic is happening here tonight.
In steps Rick Phillips to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. Chukars right fielder. And he takes the first pitch, and it is just outside. Ball 1. Again, the Vibes with a somewhat comfortable lead, but again, here in the Pioneer League, no lead is really comfortable. Next pitch is fouled off down the third base side of the ballpark. Hits even now at 9 apiece. And that ball is inside, but it hits the bat of Phillips, recorded as a foul ball over towards the Vibes dugout. Again, Matter of centimeters. That could have been a hit by a pitch on a left wrist or arm. Nonetheless, the count goes to 1-2. Next pitch outside, and that evens the count at 2-2. More not taking too much time. Fastball outside. And the count goes full. Easily the largest home crowd of this 22 season for the Vibes. With our Friday Night Fireworks coming up, the next pitch is grounded right back to Mora. Makes a little bit of an errant throw, but 1-3 on the out. And that is one away after the leadoff home run by Eric Callahan.
You can forgive that home run, too, for what Moore was able to do in the top of the fifth, coming into a ball game with second and third and one out, to strike out one hitter and to get the next hitter to line out and get out of that inning. It's a fantastic job.
Indeed. Back to the top of the order now for the Chukars and Steve Barmakian, left-handed batter. And a rare occurrence there, that bounced at home plate, careened off the catcher, and it appears as a foul ball to a lucky fan right below us here in the press box.
You've got to get it just right to get it over that net.
Next pitch down in the dirt, and that is ball one. I guess that was counted as a strike. I don't know if that was a foul ball or something, but the scoreboard operator recorded that first pitch as a strike. Maybe it was low in the zone and just happened to bounce off of the catcher.
Let's check YouTube. Let's go back and see what happened. No, that was a ball. I think that a reaction to where the ball ended up more than anything else.
So the count should be 2-0 on Barmakian. Next pitch on the inside corner, a nice fastball from Mora, and that is taken for strike one. Barmakian popped out to the shortstop, got to first base on a fielder's choice, and struck out swinging in his plate appearances. And the next pitch is high, and that is ball four. Barmakian drawing a one-out walk. And that brings to the plate Matt Feinstein, the Chukars center fielder. But before that, a little bit of a mound visit from catcher Jesus Robago,
Second time that pitching coach Hylan Peguero has come out to the mound. There is more action in the bullpen. Vibes are going to hold this lead jealously, I'd imagine. I believe that's Jesus Valenzuela warming. Had a nice scoreless one-inning appearance in his previous outing. Not really warming up, just sort of
getting loose a little bit.
Yeah, just barely getting any loose, but he throws the cap up. He says he's ready.
Feinstein, right-handed batter. Entering the game tonight with a .356 batting average. First pitch from Mora down at the strike zone, but on the outside corner. And that is strike one.
And again, this team is not going to panic. They've been down before. They trust themselves.
A one pitch on its way. Then a swung on and fouled at the plate. Dribbles out to the pitcher's mound. Doug Hodges will ask for that ball back. And they will exchange. Count now 0-2 to Matt Feinstein. Again, he is tied for the team lead with 4 home runs this year, 9 RBI.
This next pitch should not be in the strike zone.
And it is indeed down close to the dirt, but called the ball. One and two now. swing and a foul back to the right side. Onto the concourse.
It may be the case that if Mora can get through this inning without allowing another runner on, then he'll go all the way through. But I think if someone reaches, you may see Jesus Valenzuela get into this ball game.
Next pitch from Mora is swung on again and fouled back toward the picnic terrace down the right side. Just about every part of the ballpark filled up. Our presenting sponsor tonight, T-Mobile, in charge of the banquet hall tonight, had their share of fly balls hit out their way. Foul balls. Time called at the plate. Mora back on the mound and ready for the 1-2 pitch. There's an off-speed pitch down and away. Count evens at 2-2.
That's 3 straight off speed now from Mora trying to get Feinstein. There's a way he wants to go after him.
Barmekian at first, not too much of a lead, but leaning a little bit towards second. The 2-2 pitch, and runner goes, and that is swung on and flied into center field. Esparza heading back to the warning track. He makes the catch. The throw comes back into second as Barmekian retreats to first base. And 2 out now in the inning.
I think for the second time tonight, Matt Feinstein can't believe he didn't hit a home run.
Good contact. And I don't know if it was him, maybe back in the first inning, that hit a ball just about to the exact spot as where Esparza made that catch.
He's hit 3 balls to center field tonight, and Esparza has caught them all.
Maybe it was the last inning. Seems so long ago sometimes. So the next batter, Hunter Hiskey, singled and scored in his last at-bat, also flied to left and struck out swinging. A throw over from Mora to first base. Two-way here in the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch is on the inside corner. A nice fastball from Mora. One run home for the Chukars this inning on the leadoff home run from Eric Callahan. And the next pitch swung on, grounded to second. And that is flipped over to short for out number 3. The out recorded 4-6. So the Vibes just allow the 1 run. The score narrows. It is now 9-5 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Rocky Mountain Vibes Baseball here on YouTube. And fans, welcome back here to UC Health Park. The Rocky Mountain Vibes up 9-5 on the Idaho Falls Chukars. The 2-3-4 batters coming up for the Vibes: Gio Diaz, Dominique Hernandez, and Ulysses Cantu. Diaz again, a good night at the plate. 1 for 2 with a single and scoring in the fourth. Prior to that, Walkden scored in the second and grounded out to third base, 1 for 2. Right fielder stands in as Victor Rodriguez begins his next inning. That is hit sharply, but right at first baseman Hunter Hiskey. Line to third, 1 out. Or excuse me, line to first at 0-3. Hernandez reached on an error and scored in the first, doubled and scored in the second. And was put out by the shortstop in the fourth inning. First pitch to him is high and outside, a breaking ball.
Now, I have not been looking at Pioneer League box scores religiously every game, but I do believe we had our first knockout round last night, Don.
Okay.
In a game in Ogden, the Owls beat the Raptors.
That is swung on and hit deep to left field, but now fading in towards the line as Barmakian makes that play. F7 on the second out of the inning. And Ulysses Cantu, the number 4 hitter, coming to bat. And the first pitch from Rodriguez. That is swung on into left field. It is back to the warning track. And it is off the wall. It carried a little bit further. And Cantu in with a stand-up double. Barmakian settled under that like he was going to make the catch, and then the ball carried. There's a little bit of a breeze out to left field. And Cantu stands on second base with a 2-out double here in the 6th inning. Didn't look like he swung awful hard or made too hard a contact on that, but boy, that fooled me as it carried all the way out to the wall on the hop. So 2 down, Cantu at second, and Dallas Binder next at bat.
Pitch there, you see the slide step from Rodriguez on Binder. Throws off the timing.
As the third hit tonight for Ulysses Cantu, 2 doubles and a single. Binder 2 doubles of his own tonight. He is 2 for 3 as he stands in. Next pitch is grounded up the middle, but right at Rodriguez. He flips over to first, and the 3rd out is recorded. So the Vibes threaten but are not able to score that inning. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, it remains Rocky Mountain 9 and Idaho Falls 4. You're watching Rocky Mountain Vibes Baseball on YouTube. And back here at UC Health Park as the top of the 7th comes to our game. Back with the call is the voice of the Vibes, Tyler Peterson.
Thanks, Don. A nice job out of the bullpen from Jose Mora. 1 2/3 innings, a hit, a run, which was earned. He walked a batter. He struck out a batter. Now into the game, Jesus Valenzuela, and a swing and a miss by Brady West. Oh and 1 to West. It's West, Stroop, and Troyer. And that's outside. For Valenzuela, his 4th appearance. 12.27 ERA, but his last appearance, a good one. Wednesday night, an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout. Good fastball at 92, but off the plate, 2-1. West today is 1 for 3. He's singled. And a touch inside again. Fastball at 92 once more. 3-1. In Grand Junction, it's 11-2. The Rockies lead the Hawks. That game in the bottom of the 7th. Talked about the final last night in Ogden. Well, tonight it's 2-2 Raptors and Owls in the 5th. There's a strike at 92. And West looks quizzically at that call. It's a full count. Range Riders and Voyagers, a 6-2 Glacier lead in Great Falls. That's in the 6th. That's high for ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 7th. Rocky Mountain protecting a 4-run lead. They lead 9-5. Leadoff man is on for Idaho Falls. They're also playing in Missoula. Billings and the Paddleheads. I do not have an update from that game. It says it's only in the bottom of the 1st, so I wonder if maybe they've had some inclement weather. Here's Dusty Stroop. 2 for 3. Single and an RBI double. Strike at 89 at the top of the zone. Throw over to West. He gets back. Don't think Brady West is going to try to steal. No attempts on the year.
Vibes doing it with hitting tonight, where they did it with running last night, even despite the loss. Different brand of baseball tonight.
This is going to be a foul ball. It's going to hit Stroop. Well, if you just look at the earned runs in this game, not counting the ones that came in via error, this would be a 5-4 ball game in favor of the Vibes. So they really have taken advantage of those 4 Idaho Falls errors. It's a 9-5 Rocky Mountain lead, trying to break this 12-game losing streak. Stroop off the end of the bat. This is on the infield. No infield fly rule called, and it's caught by the second baseman, Cantu. It's a pop-out, and there's one away. I find it interesting that there was not an infield fly rule there because might have been able to double them off if they let that drop. You're taking a risk, of course.
And I think in that instance, too, the batter is probably advancing as close to first base as he can without overtaking the runner just for that situation.
Troyer is 0 for 2. Hits this to right. Diaz back, now comes in. 2 away. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back outs. 2 away in the 7th. And now here's Andrew Dawn. Dawn 2 for 3 tonight. Now batting .326.
The Vibes a little bit better tonight compared to the last couple of games in the pitching department.
It's great on the scoreboard. We now have live updating statistics. Don is swinging a miss. It's 0-1. Well, a leadoff walk, but back-to-back outs for Valenzuela. That's outside. It's 1-1.
And another one of those scenarios where, the Chukars can score at any time. Good hitters up and down the lineup. One of those situations, you got 2 outs, and you want to hold this team at bay, as many scoreless innings as possible.
Don takes low. In the bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Marquez, Esparza, and Lara. The 6, 7, 8 hitters to face maybe Victor Rodriguez. Back is West. "14 pitches in the inning for Valenzuela. Totally even. 7 in the zone, 7 out of the zone. The 2-1 is grounded to the right side. That's a base hit. Don goes the other way, as he so often does. 2 men on, 2 men out. And that'll bring up Eric Callahan. Callahan, a triple and a home run. Eric Callahan made his 12th error of the year, if you can believe that statistic. But he's driven in 3. It's always the shortstops who end up with the highest amount of errors, just because there are more right-handed batters than there are lefties. More balls or hits to them, they'll have more total chances, which is why a defensive shortstop and a defensive center fielder, those are really the 2 spots you want to get sort of locked down on your defense. That's off the plate. It's 2-0. To Callahan, men at first and second in a 4-run ball game. There's a strike. We're going to get another look of how this team is going to handle a late lead. They've only really been in this spot once, because the only game where they've been in a spot like this, they were up 4 in the 9th. Yoandre Perez came in. Gave up 3. They won by 1. Callahan to right. Diaz has to get back. Now he's camping under it. He makes the catch. The inning is over. A run and a walk. A hit and a walk in the inning, but no runs. 2 men are left on base. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th. Vibes with a 9-5 lead. You're watching Vibes Baseball. Got some good singers out there, Don. Great seventh inning stretch from this great crowd tonight. Still waiting on the official attendance, but it'll be close to a sold sellout. Caleb Marquez, Joshua Esparza, Julian Lara, the first three to face Victor Rodriguez. Welcome back to the ball game. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri with you. It's a 9-5 Vibes lead here in the bottom of the seventh. Marquez, 3 ground outs to third. There's strike one. So Dusty Stroop back almost to the grass. Maybe expecting a 4th ball off the bat of Marquez. Set is Rodriguez. Marquez takes low. 2-1.
It's even at 10 apiece tonight. The Vibes hanging with the Chukars tonight. Not a whole lot of mistakes.
There's strike two. And again, Caleb wrenches the back. It's not a wrench of agreement, Don, I'll say that. Two and two. Marquez swings and misses. Fastball above the zone. Rodriguez entering his 3rd inning of work. Started the 5th. Got through the 6th. Now still pitching here in the 7th. His 2nd strikeout of the night. As we said, he is someone who can go multiple innings. That was only his 26th out of the bullpen tonight.
And no activity in the Chukars bullpen right now.
No activity in the Vibes bullpen either. I think as long as Valenzuela is effective, he'll still be out there. First pitch strike to Joshua Esparza. Sam Kornstad went 4. Swing and miss by Esparza, 0-2. Kornstad allowed all 9 runs, but only 5 will go on his line as earned runs. Almost really an error per run for the Chukars. Esparza just stays alive. Joshua with a hit in the 2nd. Fly to center in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 5th. 1 for 3.
Valenzuela coming out in the next half of the inning. He's only pitched 3 2/3 innings this year, so entering his 3rd inning of work. Going into the bottom of the 7th, so really nice outing for him to get those extra innings.
Ground ball, fair. Stroop on the backhand, his strong throw in time. The best play Stroop's made tonight. It's a ground out to 3rd. There's 2 away. Stroop, if I go through all the 5 threes I have written down here, Don, it's almost like I'm playing tic-tac-toe with 5 threes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ground outs to 3rd base, thrown over to the first baseman. This is a all right-handed hitting lineup with guys who like to swing the bat. Vibes have walked once tonight. This is behind and out of play. Lara 1 for 2, a single, and was hit by a pitch. Scored a run in that 6-run 2nd. That's high and away.
Breeze picked up just a little bit here in the last 20 minutes or so. Get some gusts, and then the flag hangs. Comes back up again. Ever-changing weather in the Springs area.
Good take by Lara. It's 2-1. 5 runs on 10 hits and 4 errors for Idaho Falls. Rocky Mountain with 9 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Ground ball towards second. Troyer ranging to his right. Stops, throws, 3 outs. A 1-2-3 inning for Victor Rodriguez. He completes 3 innings of work, and the Vibes do not score. We head to the 8th. It's a 9-5 Rocky Mountain lead. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. It's the top of the 8th inning. The Vibes 6 outs away from their second win of the season. 6 outs away from breaking this losing streak. It's Jesus Valenzuela. He'll stay in there for the 8th. Miguel Pozo warming in the bullpen. And Rick Phillips. That's 15, not 13. Rick Phillips at the dish, followed by Barmakian and Feinstein. 9-1-2 for Idaho Falls. First pitch fouled into the Vibes dugout. Second pitch fouled into the Vibes dugout.
With your head down.
That's what I get for that monologue.
I fell off to the other dugout, so equal playing for the. It was a good monologue, though. I had my head going this way and my ear going that way.
Phillips takes low. Well, the good thing about binoculars is you can see a long way in one direction. The bad thing about binoculars is you only get to look at one specific thing. And at that time, I was not looking at the field, which is probably not the best thing to do as a broadcaster or official scorer. Ground ball foul.
Seating bowls filled in nicely as the crowd anticipating first Friday night fireworks.
How about that grassy berm area? There's all kinds of things going on. Kids with big sticks off those trees. All in the middle of that Chukars bullpen. Ground ball, Cantu, dives, can't get it. Now, right before Phillips swung the bat, Cantu took a step to his left. And by the time the ball got to him, it might have just been enough to sneak past him. Leadoff single, that's what Idaho Falls wants. Now Barmakian, who is 0 for 3. He walked, reached on a fielder's choice, later scored. Be careful of Phillips, he may go. First pitch, a quick pitch, and low for ball 1. 9-5 in the top of the 8th. There's a strike to Barmakian at the knees. Phillips 1 for 1 in steals. touch inside that sort of glided across the plate inside to Barmakian. He's got a choke on the back. He's looking for contact.
And that's one thing we've noticed about a lot of these Chukars hitters. 2 strikes, or they're down in the count.
Late swing by Barmakian. That's the kind of swing you take on 2 strikes. It's now 2-2.
And our Pioneer League scoreboard, has refreshed. The Rockies up on the Boise Hawks again, a second consecutive night, 11-2 in the top of the 9th inning, on their way to another victory.
2-2, high and away, now a full count. Phillips may go here. Barmakian has an excellent eye. He makes contact, does not strike out much. Would imagine Billy Gardner Jr., the manager, coaching third, would put that in play here. Nobody out in the top of the 8th. Phillips does not go. Barmakian swings and misses. So take everything I said and just reverse it, Don. 1 away.
But that was a great pitch. Valenzuela looking very confident on the mound. Again, working in to this 3rd inning after throwing a combined 3 2/3 innings earlier in the season. Looking very sharp out there and trying to keep these Chukars at bay.
Here's Feinstein, who asks for time. Now, it looks like Pozo's getting ready for the 9th, but I think I'd leave Valenzuela in until he gives up a run with the way he's throwing.
Get the kid some experience.
Valenzuela is someone who has pitched at the big league level in Mexico. He's pitched for Monclova this year. He's pitched 7 times in Monclova this year. 0-1 is inside. Feinstein gets out of the way.
Other scores around the league in the bottom of the 6th inning, tied between Northern Colorado and Ogden, at Ogden. And the Voyagers down to the Glacier Range Riders 8-2 in the top of the 7th.
Strike 2 to Feinstein, and he puts hands up in protest, and he says something extra to home plate umpire Doug Hodges. You have a right as a batter to protest. It'll never endear yourself to an umpire, though. If I'm Valenzuela, I'd go right back to the same spot. That's high. Nice pitch that time from Valenzuela. Looks like Keegan McGinnis down there in the Chukars bullpen, Don.
Just looking down there to confirm that.
2-2 to Feinstein. Swing, line drive into the glove of Cantu. This is a double play. Phillips caught on the line drive. The inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 9-5, the Vibes lead. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of the 8th inning, 9-5 the Vibes lead. A new pitcher into the ball game. It's number 38, Keegan McGinnis. Doesn't have a qualified ERA, but the best ERA on the team, 1.08 out of that bullpen. His 6th appearance, he's 1-0, took the victory on the opening game of the series on Tuesday night. 8 1/3 innings, only allowed 3 hits. He's walked 5, struck out 7. Victor Rodriguez, with yeoman's work out of the bullpen, 3 innings, allows a hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and hits 1 batter. It's only the 2nd time this year the Vibes have taken a lead into the 9th inning. The first time they ended up winning. The first time they carried a 4-run lead into the 9th and won. They will have at least a 4-run lead going into the 9th tonight. Miguel Pozo has sat down. And if it is Jesus Valenzuela, then he's going to try to go for a 3-inning save. If he comes back out, we'll see. It's Rabago, Perez, and Diaz, 9-1-2.
And the Chukars will send the 3-4-5 hitters, Hiskey, West, and Stroop to the plate in the 9th. It's a good test for the young man if he can get in there and get some outs.
Vibes will have to run the gauntlet. Another run would be nice. It'll be tough against McGinnis, who starts out Rabago with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Rabago back to the screen again, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 0 for 3 is Rabago. Half swing, there's that good knuckle curve. He doesn't go. Brady West was ready to throw it around the diamond. I didn't think he went, but it's a pretty good sell job by West behind the plate. I think the best attempted sell job was a check swing, and on strike 3, running down to first base on a 3-2 count was one of the Chukars batters taking a walk, and they completed the strikeout, but it was called a completed check swing. That's strike 3 looking, and that curveball came in from the top of the zone. Now to the top of the order, Perez. If you can get Hernandez and Cantu a couple more at-bats here, could be in business. It means you would have some runners on. Perez is 1 for 4. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Quick 0-2 to Perez. 3 years of Vibes baseball. Did not play Idaho Falls in the first year. Lost 12 times here at UC Health Park to Idaho Falls last year. Half swing into the glove. 1-3, 2 away. Lost the first 3 to Idaho Falls in this series. Have a chance to end a second losing streak tonight. Diaz with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
And again, a good start last night. They were on their way to a win, and kind of let that get away from them after the first inning.
And while it'd be great if Hernandez could bat in this inning, it would be great if he did not have another at bat for the rest of the ball game. This is off the plate for ball 1. Diaz keeps the hitting streak going. He's 1 for 3. He's scored 2 runs, leads the team in runs. He now has 16 runs. More than one a game. And Diaz goes around, says home plate umpire. The 1-1 to Diaz. Boy, it's one heck of a breaking ball, that knuckle curve from McGinnis, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. The curveball again. That's going to go strikeout, 2 unassisted, and the inning is over. Vibes 3 outs away from a win. They lead 9-5 heading to the top of the 9th. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Top of the 9th inning, Vibes 3 outs away. They lead 9-5. Into the ball game now, Miguel Pozo, who has not given up a run in his previous 4 appearances, 7 clean innings this season. Hiskey, West, Stroop. Valenzuela got through the 7th and the 8th. 2 scoreless innings, allowed 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Miguel Pozo on the mound. Not a save situation, but it might as well be in his mind. First pitch at 97. And now we have time from Hunter Hiskey.
Pozo coming into the game with no ERA, no wins or losses, 7 innings pitched this season.
Big swing and a miss again. 97 above the hands.
7 hits, but just 1 run unearned. 7 strikeouts and no walks on this young season.
Hiskey stays alive. That one at 96. And to remind you, the way we are calculating ER or 94 and 95 on the gun. Hiskey will have a double. Got around on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball, a leadoff double. And the Chukars, they're not done yet. Hiskey saw 4 fastballs and finally able to catch up to one. He hit it a long way. No wind behind it, though. Had some top spin as well. Lead off double for Hiskey. Now West, 1 for 3. Off speed, outside for ball 1. Pitch to the plate. Good for strike one. Back to the off speed. Similar spot. This one a little bit better. 1-1.
Maybe these batters are looking for the heat from Pozo. He's able to spot a couple of nice off-speed pitches.
A shakeoff on Rosales. The 1-1. Hit to right. Hit deep, but out of play. Tripled up on the off speed. Brady out in front. I think if that's a fastball to West, that's a ball that is in play. The 1-2, that is. Did he go? No, says the third base umpire. 2-2. I think Rabago wanted the strike called, and then the appeal to Bill Berger. He didn't want the strike called, but it was down low. He wanted the check swing as I watched the pitch back. The 2-2, West to right field. Diaz coming in. He plays it on a hop. It's a single for West, and the first two men have reached base off of Miguel Pozo. And now Highland Peguero is going to have a word with Miguel Pozo. As an insurance option, Tommy Caulfield and Johnny Morrell starting to get those arms loose. Dusty Stroop, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Vibes need 3 outs to end this ball game. Chukars need 4 runs to tie. Rocky Mountain would gladly trade runs for outs here. It's not going to be easy. Stroop, 2 for 4. First and third, nobody out. The first pitch to Stroop. Breaking ball for strike one. Both left-handed hitters sharply hit balls to right field. Swing and a miss on that off speed, and Stroop was looking for one thing, and that wasn't it. Will Pozo go back to the changeup and really try to blow away Stroop? He'll go back to the changeup, and it's swung on and missed. That's a strikeout swinging. No put out because there's no advance. And now, Sam Troyer. Big strikeout for Pozo. A 4-run lead in the ninth. 1 away, first and third. Troyer swings and misses at the breaking ball. Going after it is Rabago. It's 0-1. And right now, these Chukars, they're sitting on that fastball. Cliff Cage getting people into it. 2 outs away from fireworks. 2 outs away from a win. Troyer takes inside, nearly hit him. If you're an Idaho Falls fan, you're probably screaming, "We got ice, kid."
Still just 1 out in the inning. Anything can happen.
Troyer sharply into the crowd. Heads up, folks. And that finds an empty seat, thank goodness. 1-2. Late on that fastball.
A good start from Pozo here. 12 out of the first 15 pitches for strikes.
The 1-2 to Troyer. Breaking ball fouled away. Excuse me, that was the fastball. Went inside on him. So he went to the fastball on 2 strikes here to Troyer after going breaking ball to Stroop on 2 strikes. Troyer is late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. Again, off speed in the dirt. 2 away. Andrew Don, the designated hitter, the 6th place hitter. The 7th place hitter, Don. First and third, 2 outs. The first pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. These guys want this so bad. Perez trying to pump up Pozo on the mound. They've lost 12 in a row. The 0-1, Don takes low. And that was a good take from Don. That was the breaking ball. Nine to 5, the Vibes lead here in the top of the 9th. You'd think we were trying to clinch the playoffs tonight the way this one feels. They won the next game, a game which started, was suspended, picked up the day after, and then since then, 12 straight losses. One and two. Everyone on their feet. Pozo into Rabago. Don swatting away flies. The pitch is fouled off. I'm surprised Andrew Don did not ask for time. I think he had a huge moth flying right in his face. Here we go again. The 1-2. Ground ball. Up the line and foul.
Is Don hanging tough here? One runner in scoring position.
Don's had a good night. He's 3 for 4.
And will he go with the breaking ball here?
The pitch. Swing and a miss. The losing streak is over. These guys can finally take a sigh of relief. And at least for tonight, Don, sit back and enjoy the fireworks. 9-5, the Vibes win. We'll come back with our post-game show and the totals right after this break. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson and Don Arcuri. A win, finally, for Rocky Mountain. They can feel good about this one tonight. A final 9-5 for the Chukars. 5 runs on 13 hits and 4 errors. Rocky Mountain, 9 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher on a scorer's decision, that goes to Jesus Valenzuela, the most effective reliever. He went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Special honorable mention, though, to Miguel Pozo, who after giving up back-to-back hits to start the 9th, back-to-back ringing hits, he strikes out the side, swinging.
And 2 of those strikeouts with off-speed pitches. So, again, they were looking for the fastballs. Pozo did a great job of locating those off-speed pitches, keeping those hitters off balance. What a performance by 2 of those Vibes pitchers tonight, especially Valenzuela and Pozo.
The loss goes to Sam Kornstad, 4 innings, 9 hits, 9 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. There was no save in this game. 2 hours and 53 minutes. That's our quickest 9-inning game at home. And I have not got official attendance tonight, but it will be the largest crowd this year. A lot of things we can talk about, Don. Where I go first is Perez in the 2nd inning, a single up the middle with 2 outs, scores run number 2. It's 2-0. For me, the hit that started the rally, the walk to Diaz after that, Hernandez, 3-run double. Another thing I think of is Brady West picked off 1-3 in the 3rd inning when there were 2 men on, 2 men out. Stroop was at the plate. Chukars had already scored 1. They would score in the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th, but who knows how that would have played out if he wasn't out. What stood out to you tonight?
I think that was a momentum killer specifically. The thing that stood out for me tonight for the Vibes was I think we saw the most complete game up and down the board. Pitching, really good hitting, not as much running tonight as we saw a couple of games ago. But really, I think the enthusiasm, I think the big crowd really helped when the fans get out here and support this team despite the slow start that they've had. But again, pitching, hitting, and really good defense. Only 1 error. We talked, I think, at one of the half innings. As the crowd really gets into this, as the fireworks getting ready to start. But we talked during the half inning, only 5 errors in the last 6 games after the opening few games with lots of errors and a lot of misplays in the field. Again, just an overall great performance with everybody. So a fantastic night for the Vibes to get this going.
Well, we're going to jump off the air because soon you won't be able to hear us. Thank you to Gage Dana back in our lacrosse studios, for Hayden Everhart, our cameraman, and Enda Mangan, our cameraman. For Don Arcuri, I'm Tyler Peterson. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to Vibes Baseball. Once again, the final score, 9-5. The Vibes win, their 2nd win this season, and finally, that long losing streak is over. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30, for Army versus Air Force night. Until then, have a good night, everyone.